Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am Farlie Solomons and today's tutorial is another summer look. The foundation that I have used today is L'Oreal Perfect Match and my shade is Honey. The primer that I have used today is Urban Decay Original. And today's palette is Maybelline Lemonade Craze, a must-have this summer. This palette is really beautiful and it's one of my favorite palettes this summer. Look how gorgeous this palette is. For the eyebrows, I have used Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first shade from the palette is Berry Eyes, and this goes on the entire eyelid, also covering the brow bone, just like that. Spread it well on the complete eyelid, starting from the inner corner to the outer corner and covering the brow bone. The next shade is Coral Punch from the same palette, and this goes on the crease line. I have used a blending brush for this, and this is not a real big blending brush, it's a small blending brush, like that. Always in circles, concentrating more on the outer corner and pulling it out, and then going towards the inner corner. One thing that I must say about this palette is that this is not really pigmented. The shades are not really pigmented, so you really need to keep applying it a lot just to get the desired intensity of the shade. And the next shade that I have used from the same palette is Ice Pop, and this is a very beautiful strawberry reddish red shade, and this goes on the outer corner. First thing that I have done is place the shade on the outer corner, just like that. It's very essential. Place the shade and then use a blending brush to feather it out, as in to diffuse it and to remove the harsh edges. So first is placing the shade, and then second is using a blending brush to feather the shade out. And as you can see, I'm applying the shade again and again just to increase the intensity of the shade, as the shades in this palette are not really pigmented, though it's a really beautiful palette. All the shades in this palette is really beautiful. I mean, I'm in love with this palette. And then as you can see, I have used a fat blending brush and I have just feathered the shade out and pulling it out at the same time, and also going over the crease line, as you can see. So basically, just with light hands and in circular motion, just feather the shade out. And next, what I have done is I have used the foundation and covering the first half of the eyelid with the foundation. I have used a small flat brush for this, and as you can see, I'm just applying the foundation, starting from the outer corner, going towards the middle of the eyelid. Just like that. But always start with little and then keep adding the product little by little. As you can see, it's a really gorgeous look and it's super easy, and it is my favorite this summer too. This look is like my everyday look. I mean, if I have to go out, the next shade that I've used is Strawberry Lemonade, and this goes right over the foundation like that, using a small flat brush and covering the first half of the eyelid, starting from the inner corner, going towards the middle of the eyelid, just like that. Super easy, isn't it? I told you girl, this is a super easy look. And then going back with Coral, what I'm doing is I have used a small brush, and this Coral Punch acts like a transition shade to create the gradient on the outer corner. So basically, I'm just placing it just next to that red Ice Pop that I have used, and with a flat brush, I'm just going in the middle of two shades. So this acts like a transition shade and it automatically gives you that gradient look on outer corner. Going back with Ice Pop, I'm placing the shade on outer corner and pulling it out at the same time. As you can see, and going over the crease line too. Just like that. Pull it out as much as you can, but with light hands. Then back with Strawberry Lemonade, I'm going near the tear duct area just to add that glow near the tear duct area to give that eyes, that summery look, and to make it glamorous. And then going back with Coral Punch, I have used a flat brush, and this goes on the lower lash line. I'm dragging it out upwards towards the outer corner, as you can see, and with light hands. So adding more of the shade and going on the entire lower lash line, and then going back with Ice Pop. Basically this goes on the lower lash line, but this goes on the outer lower lash line, basically on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then just using a blending brush, I'm just going to feather it out and connect it up towards the upper outer corner. And then again going with Strawberry Lemonade, I am just filling the first half of the lower lash line, that is starting from the tear duct, going almost towards the middle of the lower lash line. Main squeeze from the same palette. This goes on the brow bone. And my favorite mascara, it is Hourglass. And let me talk a little bit about this mascara. This is really, really good. It's black. The brush is not really fat, it's thin, so it really curls the lashes and also fits well on the lower lash line. So yep, I don't have to have another mascara for the lower lash line. This works well on the main lashes and the lower lash line, and the lower lashes too. And then going with the concealer. The concealer that I have used today is Maybelline, and my shade 25 medium. And then immediately after this is done, the next thing that I do is place a loose powder over the concealer. Basically this prevents the concealer from creasing. The bronzer that I have used today is Terracotta, Guerlain Terracotta, and it's called 03 Natural Brunette. So I love this bronzer. I mean, this is super gorgeous, and it's really easy to blend into the skin, and no much hard work required. And my favorite this season. And let me tell you something about this bronzer. This smells really, really heaven. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's gorgeous, and this really goes well. This shade really goes well with my skin. And like I said, this smells really, really heaven. Really heaven. And as you can see, I'm just blending the bronzer into the skin, and on the hollows of my cheeks and jawline, and shaping my nose a little bit, and on the forehead. So the technique is to blend as much as you can, blend the product into the skin as much as you can. Basically this really brings out the product, really well. The more you blend, the more the product will look good on the skin. And the next product that I've used is Color Combos and Cream to Powder Blush, and the shade that I've used is Strawberry. And as you can see, this is such a beautiful shade, and it's called Stay Wild. And what I'm doing is placing it on the apple and pulling it out, so with a huge brush. So this gives you that natural pinkish cheeks, and also going a little bit on the tip of my nose. So yep, this is how I place my blush for everyday makeup. And oh yes, another thing is that I forgot to mention is I am wearing false eyelashes. I did apply my false eyelashes before I showed you the mascara that I have used. So yes, I'm going on the nose, cheeks, and a little bit on the chin. I mean, placing the product on the nose, tip of the nose, and then just blending it. As you can see, it's such a beautiful shade. I really love this shade. I mean, I've never used color combos, but yep, this is made in Taiwan and not a bad product. I like it. And then Too Faced Candlelight Glow to add that extra glow on the skin. And I'm just going on the cheekbone and the bridge, and also on the upper lip, chin, and a little bit on the forehead, just like that. I love this highlighter. It's super gorgeous. A little bit more on the upper lip. And for the lip shade, I have used Bobbi Brown Art Stick, and it's called Hot Pink. And the next shade is Revlon 510 Ultra HD, and it's 510. So basically, I'm first applying Bobbi Brown to the lips, obviously because that's a stick, and then going with Revlon because it's liquid. So you may just apply any lip pencil that you have that is similar to this shade, but I'm a big fan of Bobbi Brown products, and Hot Pink has always been with me, especially in summer. I have used this a lot, and as you can see, it's such a beautiful shade. So when you combine these two, it really looks really beautiful. And this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys liked it as much as I loved creating this look for you. If you like this look, please subscribe. Don't forget to like and follow me. I am on Instagram, I am on Facebook. I shall see you in my next videos. Take care of yourself. Mwah.